Zach Life, Beat Depression. It's day 785, and we're staying alive with another somatic healing session to wipe out depression. Thank you so much for being here now, anyone who's tuned in now, anyone who's tuned in later. As you guys know, it's a martial arts for mental health show, and today is one of our active recovery days. So we're going to be tapping into multiple mental health tools. We're going to be focusing in on the breath, very much so, very breath-centric today. We'll have a low intensity to a medium intensity, and then back down to a low intensity session, showing you what kind of power and control you can have over your own body and your automatic nervous system, just using a couple of different tools that we all can tap into as human beings. It can sometimes make us feel like superhumans, hence the name Superhuman Sunday. So, first tool we're going to talk about is that gratitude tool. My gratitude today going out to Century Martial Arts for all their support over this journey. It's not over, but we're still going. I want to show gratitude to Century Martial Arts for supporting our cause with gear, with clothing, with Bob, with gloves, and just super grateful to know that there are companies out there that care about people and movements, and it's not always about, numbers. Because we keep track of our numbers out here, but we don't have a humongous social media following yet. So Century is really showing that they're truly invested. They genuinely care about people out there, and not only with our cause, but also with the Kids Kicking Cancer Foundation. I want to shout out gratitude to them, Kids Kick Cancer, and Century for supporting those guys and those kids out there in their movement, helping generate funds, helping spread the word, and helping kids out there get their belts and move forwards and find tools that work for them to make them stronger every day. So shout out to those guys out there. Tons of gratitude going out. Also want to shout out gratitude to Ron and Crystal Copper for inviting me out yesterday to New York to a really cool performance. It was an amazing display of art and creativity through dance and expression, and I really enjoyed it. So gratitude going out to good people in my life, good friends, and good times. And if you caught the post on Lee May, check out Lee May as well. They do dance classes every Saturday morning at 11. I was still asleep, but if I can wake up by then, I'll definitely check in on one of those classes, and you can join me on that Zoom from the comfort of your own home if you'd like to get up and get moving. So shout out, gratitude to all those people. That's my gratitude section. Go ahead and think about your gratitude section for the day, and that'll help put you in that positive mindset as we move into today's lesson. Second mental health tool we'll talk about is progress tracking tool. Keeping track of the number of days that you show up for yourself and put in that work, accomplish that daily goal, will build up into more self-confidence, self-esteem, and self-validation. So I hope that you guys and girls are keeping track of your number out there. It's been 785 days of consecutive training for me, consecutive goal accomplishment, punching through sickness and health. And this number lets me know not only what I've done and how to give myself credit, but also what I'm capable of doing in the future. So looking forwards, I know for at least the next 785 days, nothing is going to stop me from getting in that daily dose of progress. So please do show up for you. Keep track of your progress, especially if you're dealing with any type of mental illness. If you're dealing with depression, it is a life-threatening disease, and every day that you stay alive and move forwards is proof of your strength and endurance. So please do keep track of your daily goal accomplishment. Let that number bolster you back into your true strength, your true power, so you can give yourself proper credit. Because depression would like nothing more than to give us a victim mindset. This number right here is the proof that you can be victorious over that debilitation. So please do keep track of that number. Share it if you can. It'll help inspire others to make progress as well. Shout out to Slayer Ken. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. At 393 days, almost 400, the big 400. Try and get you a superhuman shout out up on the page when you hit those big triple digit numbers. But congrats on over a year of consecutive showing up consistency and progress and success out there. Remember, every day that you wake up and move forwards, that is a day of accomplishment. Every day that you keep working towards that goal, making progress and showing up for yourself, that is a day of accomplishment. That is a day of success. And there's unlimited road of progress ahead, especially when it comes to martial arts or self-care routines. There's always more tools that we can tap into and find things that work for us. It's also important to tune into yourself in the moment and see what you need for the day, because each day is going to bring challenges, and we train in here to overcome those challenges, but each day we might be in a different situation. So we've got to set different goals, reasonable goals for ourselves, in the moment. See how you're doing. Did you get enough sleep last night? Are you hungry? Are you tired? Did you party too hard? All those things are going to affect your output. They're going to affect your performance. So you're going to want to set reasonable goals and tune into how you're feeling now in the moment. Shout out to you, Tadoshi. Thank you for joining as well. Appreciate your support. You're all part of my gratitude section. Go ahead and think about what you're grateful for. Keep track of those days to let them bolster up your self-confidence, self-esteem, and change that mindset. And now we're going to get into today's lesson. We're going to work with that breathwork tool, like I mentioned before. 5-minute rounds each. The first one will be a low intensity. We'll be focusing in on that diaphragmatic breathing tool and linking it with movement as we practice a knee strike. We're going to practice a knee strike from both orthodox stance and from southpaw position today. And those will be our 2 movements we'll use. You can also throw in fundamentals and some of those other tools that you've learned so far. Use some of those other skills that you've acquired to create your own routine. It's really about making it your own. It's about your self-care and your progress out there and making a routine that's not routine. Basically, keeping it creative, keeping it fun for yourself, and practicing those moves that you enjoy. So today we're going to practice that knee strike, but if you're already familiar with the jab, the cross, the hook, right, the uppercuts, all of those things, even those elbow strikes, all of those different movements can all be incorporated into a low-intensity, breath-centered routine that will give you a break from that stress, take that intensity down, calm the heart rate, calm the nervous system, and you can refine those skills at the same time. So today we're going to be talking about that knee strike. I will break it down as we go through our first round. Shout out to Vale. It's good to see you, Vale. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you out there. And we're going to get right into it. We'll have some calming music going from the boombox. And let's get this thing started. There it is. First track up. All right, hopefully that's coming through loud and clear. And let's talk about that breath work tool before we get into the movement. One hand over the chest, one hand over the belly. We're going to take this deep breath in through the nose to the belly. It's known as diaphragmatic breathing. Go ahead and take that deep breath in through the nose. Holding on to that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. And again, deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Shout out to Nelson. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the support. We're doing what's known as diaphragmatic breathing. This calms the nervous system to slow the heart rate and calm down that activated anxious energy that we might be storing in our body. So let's practice that together again. One hand over the chest, keeping the chest nice and flat, making sure to breathe with the belly. Take that deep breath in through the nose. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. One more time, deep into the belly, through the nose. Keeping the chest flat. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. That's our breath work tool, and the more we practice that, the more effective it can be at calming the nervous system. So keep on going with that until you feel those effects. And we're going to take that breathwork tool and link it with movement so we can practice some martial arts striking patterns and techniques here. We're going to be practicing a straight knee, also known as a long knee in Muay Thai. And we're going to be working from Muay Thai stance. And the way we'll link this with breath is on that deep inhale. I want you to assume your defensive position. On that long, slow exhale, I want you to take that small step forwards and send that rear knee all the way forward, shifting that weight forwards onto the front foot, sending that rear knee all the way forwards, letting our shoulders move back as our hips move forwards, and we're bringing the foot up close to the butt cheek. So guard high, right, Muay Thai position, deep breath into the belly, through the nose to the belly, long and slow. We're going to step forward. Exhale all the way through, bringing the foot up close, sending the knee straight forwards. We're swinging this arm down too. Everything in slow motion, keeping that hand up tight for that defense, and then back to position. And you can shake out the arms and legs or work on the balance, see where you have room to improve there in your technique. But we're going to be practicing that long knee in slow motion and mixing in those fundamentals as well. So let's get this thing going. Deep breath into defensive position. Through the nose to the belly. Long and slow exhale into jab cross. Twisting through the body, turning those fists over. And deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. Holding that breath in for a moment, we're going to step forwards into a long knee strike. And we want to sync our movement with that breath. Long and slow exhale, nice and slow movement. Finish that breath at that point of impact, letting the shoulders dip back as the hips roll forwards to maintain balance. And deep inhale back to position. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. Fully exhale there. And deep inhale back. Holding that breath in the belly. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. Keeping that chin tucked on the center line. Shoulder rolled for additional defense. Landing on that target. Maintain a defense with the rear hand. And deep inhale back. Holding that breath in the belly, we're going to step forwards into a long knee. Follow the breath as a guide. Let the shoulders move back and the hand move back to stabilize and to balance the body as the hips move forwards. Keeping the chin tucked there will add to your balance as well, making it easier to perform the strike. Deep breath into the belly. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. Now we're going to return back to southpaw position. So swap those feet, swap that lead foot and lead hand, right? We're going to take that deep breath in. You can shake them out right now if you're feeling that lactic acid build up. Stay nice and loose. Now give it a little twist. Want to be limber, want to be nice and loose for this. Take that deep breath in again as you assume that defensive position. And now from southpaw, we're going to fire off the jab and cross, nice and slow. Notice the shoulder comes up to defend the head, the chin tucks, that fist turns over, and it's the same movement but from southpaw position. Deep breath in again through the nose to the belly. Returning to defensive stance, long and slow, exhale into jab cross. 2 strikes there, 1 long exhale out the mouth. Deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. Keeping the guard high, chin tucked, shoulders rolled, long exhale in southpaw through jab cross. Remember, exaggerate those shoulders. Really twist through those shoulders so you can build that muscle memory. It'll come in handy when we're working on the bag or we're in a high intensity situation. Deep inhale back to the belly. And now we're going to try and fire that long knee from southpaw position. So on that exhale, you can shake out the arms now while there's instructions going. On that exhale, long and slow, we're going to take that small step forwards with the lead foot from southpaw position. And then we're going to send that knee straight forwards as we chop that hand down to counterbalance, right? Sending the knee forwards, the hips forwards, bringing that foot up to the booty. It's going to be ugly at first, the first time that you try it, but the more you practice, the more fluid and the more accurate that technique will become. So take that deep breath in. Let's return to that Muay Thai stance. Deep breath in southpaw position. To the belly, long and slow, small step forward, reach out, and send that knee forwards. Notice my shoulders are moving backwards as the hips move forwards. Gives me that reach, lets me stay balanced, and the chin is tucked here. Hand is also swept back as well. So as the knee moves forward, the hand moves back, and then we step back into position. Back to southpaw. Take that deep breath into the belly, keeping the guard high. Long exhale forwards into jab cross. Fully exhale there. Deep inhale back through the nose to the belly. Remember to keep that chest flat as we're moving through these striking patterns. Long exhale through jab cross. Turning those fists over. Keeping your eye on that target, right? We don't want to turn away into the strikes. We want to keep our eye on that target. Keep the chin tucked for defense. Deep inhale back. Still in southpaw position here. Let's give them one more long knee, nice and slow. Deep inhale back. Switch it all the way back to orthodox position, and let's flow through that jab cross. Deep inhale back to position. Long and slow exhale into that long knee. Stay in balance. Thinking about that balance, right? As we send the knee forwards and keep the chin tucked. Let that other arm move back, shoulders move back. Deep inhale back to position. Long and slow exhale through jab cross. And that is the end of that slow moving diaphragmic breath work, low intensity session. Now we're going to pick up that intensity and activate the nervous system and actually pump that stress hormone, cortisol. But we're going to do it in a positive way, a way that our brain associates with progress and success instead of panic and stress. So the way we're going to do that is using something known as the yogic breath of fire. Now this breath alone can dehydrate you, and it does put a stress on your system, so make sure you're checking with doctors before you start any exercise routine, even this one. And we're going to be linking that breathwork tool with movement so we can improve our jab cross, our striking technique, and make sure we're turning those fists over, getting that proper whip in there, and linking it in with breath to make it super effective at relieving stress. So make sure you're hydrated, checking in on you, and you want to avoid those signs of overreaching like lightheadedness, dizziness, nauseousness. That means you'll need to slow it down to begin with. As you condition yourself, you can go faster and faster, and this will build speed in your punches and endurance, along with helping you deal with anxiety and stress in a positive way. So the next time that stress hormone pumps in the real world outside of training, your brain will automatically be calm, be focused, and will associate that with what you do every day, which is make your life just a tiny bit better, at least what I'm doing every day. So let's take that deep breath in again, just to recenter, make sure our heart rate's nice and low. Take that deep breath into the belly. Hold on to it for a moment. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Let the belly fall. Chest flat. Now we're going to get into the yogic breath of fire. So for this one, you don't need to assume your martial arts stance yet. You can be in a nice neutral, just square stance here with the camera. And what we're going to do is short, powerful breaths out the mouth through pursed lips. So it's going to look just like this. Just a short, powerful breath out the mouth. And then the inhale is going to be a passive rebound. So we're not consciously drawing that breath in. We're just letting it bounce back through the nose after each pulse out. So it's going to look like this in succession with no breaks in between. Out, and then that passive inhale, right? We just push it out the mouth and let it rebound just passively through the nose. We're going to turn that into a pattern. We're going for 20 reps first, 20 breaths of fire here in 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Check in on you and make sure that you're not feeling lightheaded or dizzy. If you are, dial it back. This is going to be a shock to the system if you haven't done it before. Let's go for it again. If you're feeling good and you're not feeling those signs of overreaching, we're going to go for another 20 breaths of fire here. You don't need the hands as a guide, but for me, sometimes I like to just place it hit there and let me focus on that, pushing that breath out. So you don't need them, but if you want to use them as an aid, let's do it together. 20 breaths of fire here. 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And now we're going to go for 40 breaths of fire if you're still feeling good. But make sure you check in on you and you're not overreaching here. In 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long, slow exhale out the mouth. And now we're going to start to link it in with punches, with the whip in the punch. So from your square Muay Thai stance here, you can go ahead and step forwards into that Muay Thai position. Squared hips, offset feet, guard high, right? We're going to toss some light, just basically measuring jabs, just a little tiny whip through the shoulders. And we're going to let that fist turn over. You can keep a little bit of bend in the knee and put a little pop in there, a little tiny bob, boom, 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 a little bob in that striking pattern. And what we want to do is link that breath, that pulse, with the whip in that punch. So it's going to look like this. We're twisting through the shoulders, we're tossing that punch forwards, and we're letting it, not super hard, just nice and light. Just practice that form, keeping the thumb tucked under the fingers, landing on those large 2 knuckles, and chin tucked, right? Proper Muay Thai form there. Boom, boom, boom. Keep that guard high. And we're going for 20 breath of fire punches. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long exhale out the mouth. And another 20 breath of fire punches in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long breath out the mouth. And you might feel that energy level picking up. That's a side effect of this breath. It should give us energy, unlike coffee, without the jitters. That is totally normal. But if you're feeling lightheaded or dizzy, definitely tone it back. We're going for another 20 in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Deep breath in the nose to the belly. Long breath out the mouth. And that is going to be the end of the yogic breath of fire section. So right now you should feel an activated nervous system, a little heightened energy level, maybe even a light sweat, heart rate accelerated. And these physical symptoms are very close, especially if you've got heavy breathing right now. These physical symptoms are very close to the same symptoms that we get from a panic attack, right? The body amps up, the heart rate accelerates, light sweat, activated feeling. So what we're going to do is we're going to tune into that feeling that we just gave ourselves, and we're going to take full control of it with a brief meditation. If my stand starts work, if I can get this thing angled right. We got this. All right, so go ahead and get yourself into a comfortable position, whether it's on the ground or on something soft, like a blanket or a pillow. Go ahead and get into a comfy pose. And we're going to tune back into the breath to take full control over that somatic experience, that physical experience. So go ahead and once you're in a comfortable position, place one hand over the chest and one over the belly again. We're going to sit up nice and straight, right? Back straight, head straight. Relax those shoulders, relax the jaw. Use those hands as a guide, and we're going to tune into that power of breath again, starting with the diaphragmatic breath, and we'll build from there. Shout out to Lisa. Appreciate you. Take that deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Again, deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Now we're going to start to make this more and more effective as we go, with that basis in diaphragmatic breathing. So with the eyes closed, I want you to visualize the breath this time. Visualize it entering through the nose and filling the belly with air. Then long and slow, we're going to exhale and let all that air back out of the belly and visualize it leaving through the mouth. So let's do it together. Deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Visualizing that breath leaving the body. And again, deep breath in through the nose to the belly. Hold on to it. Long and slow exhale out the mouth. Now we're going to start to take that effectiveness up another level with what's known as the 4-7-8 breath. So we're going to start to count. Take that long, slow breath in for 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to it for 7 seconds. And then long and slow exhale for 8 seconds. Let's do it together. Deep breath in, 4 seconds to the belly, nice and slow. Hold on to it for 7. Eight-second exhale. breath in again through the nose to the belly, 4 seconds. Hold on to it for 7. 8-second exhale. We're going to take that effectiveness up a notch. You might already be feeling these calming effects, but if not, hopefully we can change that now. So as we visualize this breath entering our belly, we're going to sit with it for 7. And as we're holding on to that breath, I want you guys and girls to ask yourself how you're feeling in this moment. Let's take that deep breath in together, 4 seconds into the belly. Hold on to it and ask yourself, how do I feel in this moment as you hold that breath? 8-second exhale here. 4 seconds into the belly. Hold on to it. Ask yourself how you feel. 8-second exhale here. Remember to put some resistance in the mouth on the exhale and just slow that breath down, nice and easy. Take that deep breath in again, nice and slow to the belly, 4 seconds. Hold on to it for 7. And if you don't need the hands as a guide, you can place them somewhere more comfortable. Long and slow exhale, 8 seconds. Deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to it for 7. Ignore that bell. 8-second exhale. As you exhale, let the body melt into position. You're nice and comfortable with it. Take that deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to it for 7. And ask yourself how you feel. Long exhale. Deep breath in again, 4 seconds to the belly. Hold on to it. And this time I want you to remind yourself that you're the one doing the work. You're the one who brought yourself here to this state of mind. 8-second exhale. Four seconds into the belly. Hold on to that breath. Eight-second exhale. Nice and slow, 4 seconds into the belly. Hold on to it. Eight-second exhale. One more time with no instruction. And that is the end of our Superhuman Sunday session. Hopefully you guys are feeling those powerful effects of these breathwork tools, and you're able to tap into the ones that work for you. Remember, there are hundreds of ways that we can help ourselves out there, and hundreds of free tools that we can tap into as human beings. We just have to find the ones that work for us. So maybe for you it was that calm diaphragmatic breathing tool, maybe it was the movement, maybe it was the activated breath that gives you that relief, or maybe it was the meditation with visualization and those other tools. Try and find the ones that resonate with you and combine them into your super effective routine to give yourself that fighting chance against depression, to move forward towards better health, better mental health. So until next time, I will catch you guys same sack time, same sack channel, same sack life. Sack man out.